Start.
Good morning everyone, this is Dhanajay here and I am going to start the very first topic of casting, that is nutrition. So, every living organism on this earth, whether it is plant or animals or small microscopic organism, they require food to carry out all the life processes that are necessary for their survival on this earth. So, whether it is plant, animals or microscopic organisms, they take the food from their surrounding and use it to produce energy for the various works they used to do. Like for example, plant take in the inorganic material from the surrounding and prepare their food by the process of photosynthesis. Whereas the animals, like we human beings and other animals, used to eat the food that are prepared by the plants as well as other animals, whereas small microscopic organisms are dependent upon the materials that are decayed which are present in our environment. So right now I am going to start or tell something about nutrition. So nutrition is the mode of taking in food and its utilization by the body. As I have mentioned here that nutrition is the mode of taking in food by any living organism, whether it is plant, animals or small macroscopic organism, and its utilization by the body. So, on the basis of nutrition, organisms are divided into mainly two groups. That is the autotrophic nutrition or the autotrophs and the heterotrophic nutrition or the heterotrophs. So, I am going to describe both of these one by one. So first one is the autotrophic nutrition or the autotrophs. So autotrophic nutrition is that mode of nutrition in which organisms make their own food, and autotrophs are the organisms that prepare their own food. For example, plants. Plants manufacture their food by the process of photosynthesis by taking the materials from their surrounding and produce glucose for their food. Next one is the heterotrophic nutrition or the heterotrophs. So heterotrophic nutrition is that mode of nutrition in which organisms are dependent upon other organisms for their food. For example, we human beings and other animals. Now, autotrophic nutrition is further classified as photoautotrophs and chemoautotrophs. So I am going to describe what are photoautotrophs or photoautotropic nutrition. So photoautotrophs or photoautotropic nutrition is that mode of nutrition in which an organism manufactures their food in the presence of sunlight. For example, as we studied in the earlier classes that plants used to manufacture the food by the process of photosynthesis, in which they take the sunlight from the sun and also the carbon dioxide from the environment and water from the soil and combine all these things to manufacture glucose, and which is used by plants to carry out all their life processes. Next one is the chemoautotrophs. So chemoautotrophs or chemoautotropic nutrition is that mode of nutrition in which certain organisms manufacture their food by themselves and in absence of sunlight. For example, there are certain bacteria in the class of Archaebacteria, methanogens or sulfolobus bacteria, which uses the chemicals like methane or sulfur present in the surrounding to manufacture their food. So the basic difference between photoautotrophs and chemoautotrophs are that photoautotrophs make their food in the presence of sunlight, whereas chemoautotrophs manufacture their food in the presence of chemicals. Now next one, heterotrophic nutrition is further classified as saprophytic nutrition, holozoic nutrition, parasitic nutrition. So I am going to describe about all these things in one by one single thing. So first one is the saprophytic nutrition. The saprophytic nutrition is that mode of nutrition in which organism is dependent upon dead and decayed organism for their food. When an organism dies in its surrounding, then the saprophytic organism used to eat the food that is remained inside the dead organism. For example, mushrooms or the microbes or the fungi, they are all saprophytic and they are dependent upon the dead and decayed organism. Next one is the holozoic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition is that mode of nutrition in which an organism takes the complex food material by the process of ingestion, then it digests it, assimilate it, absorb it, and energy is released in its body. For example, the simple macroscopic organism, that is amoeba, used to take their food by the process of ingestion. Then the vacuole is formed around the food materials, and in that vacuole certain digestive or hydrolytic enzymes are released in which they digest the food, absorb it inside their body, and the waste product is released by the process of excretion. So holozoic mode of nutrition is very complex mode of nutrition. We human beings also prefer the same mode of nutrition. We take in food by the process of ingestion, digest it, absorb it, assimilate it, and excrete out the waste product. Next one, last one is the parasitic mode of nutrition. This is the type of nutrition in which an organism is dependent upon the body of other organism for their food. For example, lice, which used to stay in our hair, they are dependent upon the blood of our body, and they are called the host. This marks the today's topic. We will meet in the very next topic. Thank you.